All right, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the updates that are going to be coming to Global World Flipper in the future, but the ones that JP currently has that I think Global would benefit from greatly, just getting them as soon as possible. That's pretty much what I want to talk about today. There's a lot of things that are going on in the JP version of World Flipper, just interface-wise, that would make the quality of life so much smoother and so much healthier, in my opinion, for the game, and we're going to take a look at those today. So thank you for being here. First one I do want to talk about is co-op runs. When you guys go onto the game and you wait for co-op runs, or you're looking for teammates, there's two ways to do this. You can sit here on the home screen like I am doing right now. You'll see that little green bell ringing in the upper left-hand corner. I can tap that. I can join the co-op run if I want to. Reject it, accept it, go in, help the person out, get the run done. It's a very nice feature to do multiplayer co-op. Another way of doing it is going to boss battle, finding a boss that you want to do. You can go on in, you can select, look for teammates by selecting co-op, and then you can look for teammates. They'll join in, help you out with the run. It's great. Edit your team, so forth, whatever you want to do. This is fantastic. It's a great system, but you're getting one invite at a time. Go on in, you're looking for teammates, you have the ability to find one teammate at a time. The bell will ring and it will let you know that somebody's looking for some help, and you can help them. But most of the time, the bells currently in Global World Flipper, they are for things that are currently like what's being run by players now. And it's the same thing in JP, but there's a little bit of a difference going on, which I want to show you guys, which I think would benefit this game greatly if it happened as soon as it possibly could. Because here, yeah, Flamewing Serpent's going on, I'm getting an invite, it's great. But if we hop over to the JP version of the app, we sign on into the game, you'll be on the home page, and when you get a co-op invitation for the JP version, it's not just one, it's three. As you see here at the upper left-hand corner, the bell is ringing. 3 notifications just flew up on the side. I can tap that bell, and now I can see 3 different bosses that people are running. And I understand that JP has years of content ahead of us. They have things in the permanent basis that you can join. But being able to see multiple invites, this is going to give new players that are just joining World Flipper, that are sitting in these rooms looking for people, they're fighting with all of the current just hardcore players that are spamming the newest content. They're spamming, looking for dungeons, they're farming up the new currencies, they're grabbing as many runs as they can, and all of those runs that are being sent out, the players that are just starting out, those co-op runs are being lost in this invite system. So if you have this way to have 3 invites going out at the same time, maybe those new players will get their dungeons out, they'll find the help that they need, and they won't feel like there's nobody playing. Because when you're up at the top in World Flipper and Global right now, I get bells every like 5-10 seconds. It is just like constant bells ringing, and I'm constantly joining as many as I can. And sometimes I can't even join them as fast. I'll click them and they're already full. And then you have a new player joining the game who isn't getting these bells. They haven't even unlocked that content yet. They can't beat it, so the bells aren't even registering for them as a system. This is huge in my eyes. Having the multiple co-op invites, I think it would improve the quality for players that are looking to run dungeons that maybe not a lot of people are farming, but there might be somebody out there that also wants to help run it for the experience, for the mana, anything like that, just for the rank XP. It just would help make it feel healthier, I guess. That's all I'm saying with that. But that's the first update that I think would be amazing. Really help new players getting into the game. The next update is just the team building itself. You go into your teams, you look at what you have. You have Party A, you have Party B, you have Party C, and so forth. You have all of your teams set how you want them. That's great. You're allowed a certain amount of teams up to a point, and then you're done. When you go to build them and adjust them, this is all you have. You have 10 slots to put teams together. If you have teams that are good at farming certain things, like I leave this wind rotate team here to just farm certain things when I know I need to help people out. You have to eat up a team slot to save this team to have it ready to go to help people for certain dungeons, for certain events. Looking at the JP version, I don't have a lot of teams on JP right now. I literally have like maybe 2 that are like partially built up because I'm just getting caught up in the game. But if I go to look at my team here, I have my first set, and you can see the 10 dots down here. You can see them at the bottom. You can look through the teams, you can scroll through, but that's not it. That's just the first 10 teams of the first set, because you'll see at the top here, I haven't even set anything, so we'll look at it. This is just going to filter units in right away as a default. You have set 2, you have set 3, set 4, 5, 6, each one with 10 teams that you can build. If you want to go in, you want to filter this, you can adjust the set with the set button here on the bottom left. This is going to tell you, hey, look at all these spaces you have. If you want to copy a team over, if you don't want to lose it, you want to work on it in a different way, you can grab that, you can click copy, paste, it'll say, hey, you're going to place this team here. You select OK, and now it's also at set 6. It's going to show you the weapons, the souls you have. You can color code the teams based on what element they are, based on however you want to filter it. This is allowing up to 60 teams to be built, to be set, so you can go in with however you want to build your teams, however you want to filter these elements. I think this would be amazing. I know Global doesn't have as nearly as many units as JP World Flipper, but even having half of this, having just the sets ready to go, so in the future as we build up the teams and get everything built, we have the freedom and creativity to leave these kind of theory crafty teams set and not just have a page of 10 meta teams and that's it, or having to constantly manually rebuild the team. I think this update would be fantastic if this hit Global World Flipper as well. The team builder menu even gives you breakdowns of attack damage, skill damage bonuses. You get a little visual representation of, as you go through, you can see the EX awakenings, which is something that we will also get in the future. So this is a huge convenience feature. You're allowed to build multiple teams. You're given very detailed breakdowns of exactly where your damage is coming from, because I know team building is something new players to World Flipper, it's very kind of stark difference in other gacha games with team building. It's very kind of jarring at first, and then you get used to it. It's very easy after that. But having a visual breakdown of your stats and what they mean, what they're doing, would also be quite wonderful to have, especially for new players that are trying to be like, well, I read the leader's skill as skill damage. How am I getting the most skill damage value to my team? Giving that new player the ability to just kind of play around with units, swap units in and out of the team. They can see where the bonuses are going. They can be like, oh, you know, this unit gives power flip. I don't need power flip. My leader says skill damage and just so forth, and it will help them learn team building as they actually play the game instead of looking up guides. I mean, I'm going to do a video eventually on how to team build, because a lot of people still seem to be a bit confused on how to get the maximum value out of each team. So we're going to talk about that as well in a future video. And then the final update, which I know we are getting, and I know it's very soon, is the Mana Board 2 update. I'm excited to get this into the game, show players exactly what this means, how to farm the Mana Board 2. So when we'll look at this anniversary Sergil here, you can see this is his Mana Board. It's all set, ready to go. But when you tap that 1 out of 2 in the bottom right hand corner, it will take you to the second level, which unlocks when you finish the first, so forth. And it's a whole different set of materials. It's something that you guys are going to see as we get the new things to farm added and things like that. As I just preview these, there's something you'll notice with every single one of these is the Dream Crescent stars, which is why you'll hear so many players in like the Discord saying that you need a lot of stars, you need to farm the Necropolis, because in this version of the game, I haven't done a lot of farming and I'm missing a lot of these stars because the Mana Board 2 eats up a lot of this. So these are just kind of the things I hope fall into the game, mainly the co-op and like the team builder just UI. I think that would be fantastic if we were able to get that, the co-op being number one, like having that ability to get those 3 invites whenever you're just waiting in the game, waiting in the lobby, being able to pick and choose, help people out, see what dungeons are being ran by all the players, having everything readily available to them. And I know a lot of stuff is permanent in JP that is not here because we haven't gotten everything yet. Like for example, we have the Flame Wing rerun going on right now, but we have not gotten the Wind or the Dark version in the first place. But if you go to the boss battle tab in the JP app and you tap over to this little section on the right, these are permanently here. These are just accessible whenever you want to do them. So these are updates that I'm just very excited for us to get. They have a raid battle going on right now. It's where you use 3 of your own teams. There's so much content in the JP version that is going to be added, but just quality of life stuff. Once again, co-op invites number 1. Please, Kakao, if you're listening, that would be fantastic. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching my video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.